hello world. This is VJ Twings again of Bola TV, and it's the last game of the day 2 of 2023 Bola TV Asia Les Piñas Championship. Sobrang intense ng first 3 games, and right now we will witness the final match of the day. It's gonna be between the Ateneo versus CSB. At alam ko maraming nakaabang sa inyo, lalo-lalo sa mga team bahay dyan. At nakita ko yung mga fans dito ng Ateneo at ng Blazers. So you can watch it live at Bola TV app and or visit the www.bola.tv website and participate and get a chance to win cash prizes. This is VJ Twings, and I'll send over to the panels.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for that. She gave a quick summary of the teams that will be competing here. Good evening, friends. Nico Rocha here, along with my partner, Coach Mark Dandan. Coach, Ateneo Blue Eagles 1-0 up against the CSB Blazers. We're 0-1. A credible matchup, 7 p.m. game. This is everything that we dreamed about when you talk about a matchup for the ages.
No, it's a version of Ateneo versus LaSalle, technically. You know, you one hand, you guys, the guy in blue, and then the guys in green. So it should be fun. These are teams that made the finals. Ateneo definitely the defending champions for the UAP. CSB made the NCAA finals. So this is a matchup that we're all looking forward to.
Yes, and Ateneo Blue Eagles yesterday, just a quick, what happened with them yesterday. There was a point in the game where it was a close game, right, between Eurotex, and then there was an incident with one of the players which kind of lighted them up. But before that, let's take a look at the roster of the Ateneo Blue Eagles.
Oh, it's a big pool. Nico, you know, they're bringing all their players in their UAP pool. So every now and then we'll see a couple of new faces. Like today we're seeing the Asiabasket debut of one Lebron Nieto, who didn't play yesterday's game, and Sean Tuano, one of their Phil-American recruits, who's going to be playing also today.
Definitely, and makita natin dito, one of the guys, Jared Brown, another point guard, a Spitfire point guard. He can let it fly from 3 alongside well, I think LeBron Nieto, but I like to call him Josh Nieto. That's how his family likes to call him, si Josh. I mean, the pressure of being called LeBron, like, diba, Coach Mark?
It's not an easy name to live up to.
Checking here with the CSB Blazers head coach Charles Tew with his lead assistant, Coach Paolo Layo. Take a look at their lineups. Will Gozum finally back. Some new guys like Jericho Halalon, Moel Morales, and of course, these are the mainstays of Team A for CSB heading into this matchup against the Ateneo Blue Eagles.
No, talking about names to live up to, Nico, you see Jericho Halalon, the younger brother of PBA's Gio Halalon. So that's another name, another pedigree that we will see today, and how he will respond to this Ateneo squad that absolutely dominated the Eurotex Sleep Specialists yesterday.
And Will Gozum played his first game yesterday for the CSB Blazers. And si Will, medyo nangangapa pa. And the reason for that is, well, after speaking with the coaches of CSB, they mentioned that they are putting Will at the 3 and 4 spot.
No,
Because
it's the more traditional way of thinking about it. You know, Will's progression will definitely pull him out to the wing because that's his skill. You know, Will can put the ball on the floor. He can shoot from the outside. He doesn't have his timing yet because of that hand injury. He was out for almost a couple of months. So slowly but surely, the more reps he gets, the better he will be.
And let me turn you over, guys, first to the game announcer.
Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you live at the Villar Coliseum for the 4th game of today's quadruple header. This is the 2023 Bola TV Asiabasket Las Piñas Championship. And now let's meet the players for both teams, starting with your LaSalle College of St. Benilde Blazers. Number 0, Will Gozum. Number 2, Jericho Halalon. Number 4, Felipe Marasigan. Number 5, Prince Carlos. Number 6, McCoy Marcos. Number 7, Robbie Naive. Number 8, Migs Oxon. Number 9, Joshua Kahukom. Number 10, Mark Sanko. Number 12, Miggy Corteza. Number 13, Paul Turco. Number 15, Michael Mara. Number 18, Chris Flores. Number 22, Tane Davis. Number 23, Patrick Dimayuga. Number 24, Angelo Vanguardia. And now your players for your Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles. Number 0, Paul Garcia. Number 1, Kai Balungay. Number 13, Andrew Bongo. Number 5, Jared Brown. Number 6, Chris Kuhn. Number 7, Jason Credo. Number 10, Sean Tuano. Number 13, Gab Gomez. Number 16, Josh Lazaro. Number 18, Gio Chu. Number 21, Mason Amos. Number 23, LeBron Lopez. Number 24, Sean Kutevis. Number 25, Joe Obasa. Number 77, Ian Dominic Espinosa. Our officials for this ball game: Don Arguelles, Chief Crew, Empire 1, Ray Soriano, Empire 2, Eugene Gatos.
Again, the game announcer announced the full lineups for both teams, loaded squads, and they are expected to go deep in the playoffs. Well, Ateneo for the UAP, while for Benil naman sa NCAA.
Again, like I said earlier, Nico, these teams made the finals last season in their respective leagues, and they're looking to replicate, and for Ateneo, duplicate what they did.
Bola TV is recruiting. We are offering an open contract where you can get a split revenue offer of 92:8 ratio from the virtual gift feature. Bola TV is also looking for e-games and live streaming professionals to join and expand our community. The live streamers with the most fans on social media can apply as our official live streamers. We will contact you to screen your skills. See you here at Bola TV.
I have here with me the CSB Blazers coach. We have Coach Charles Chu. So, Coach Charles Chu, you had a pretty good run in Basket. Kwentuhan mo kami, how's that experience for you?
Well, it's a great experience. Actually, very thankful to Jai Reyes for inviting us there and inviting us again here to play. It was great bonding for our team. We played some really good competition also. So, we learned a lot from that tournament. And, again, we're learning a lot from this tournament.
Speaking of learning, so yesterday natalo nga tayo sa ating game. So what do we plan or how are we going to bounce back today?
Well, I think losing that game was a good wake-up call for our guys. Sometimes they think we're a really good team when the truth is we haven't really accomplished anything. So, sometimes it humbles them because, we have to prove ourselves. We haven't really proven anything and we have to get better as a team. So, hopefully they're a little bit more focused today. Unfortunately, we're playing a really great team in Ateneo and it's going to be a tough matchup for us. But, we'll still do our best and try to compete with them.
Very well said. Anyway, good luck. And there you go.
Thank you for that, Sab. And you can just hear the giddiness of the voice of Coach Charles Liu when he mentioned that about facing a team like Ateneo. They haven't proven anything, and this could be one of the stepping stones in order to actually prove something, that this roster, that what they built is made for something. It's made for the championship, hopefully.
Like the old saying goes, Nico, iron sharpens iron. You want to test yourself out against the best. And there is no better team in college basketball than the Ateneo Blue Eagles. They are the barometer for college basketball. So if you're a team that wants to win the championship, much like CSB, you go up against a team like Ateneo, who's been there and they've done everything it is to win in college basketball. They won titles not only in the UAP, in other leagues as well. And you want to measure yourself against the best. In Ateneo right now, they are the best college basketball team in the land.
I agree there, Coach Mark. And looking at Ateneo, despite all the challenges that come their way, especially, like they are able, year by year, they are able to find ways to get the W's when it matters the most. It doesn't matter. Lagi meron silang next man up. Now, pagdating naman dito sa CSB, I would say they are would you say a retooled roster or a reloaded? Reloaded is the right term, considering that Will Gozum was not there in the start. But first, the starting lineups for both teams.
Starting at point guard, number 8, Migs Oxon. At shooting guard, number 4, Felipe Marasigan. Small forward, number 0, Will Gozum. Power forward, number 10, Mark Sanko. At center, number 13, Paul Turco. Head coach for your College of St. Benil Blazers is Charles Chu. And now the starters for your Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles. Starting at point guard, number 5, Jared Brown. At shooting guard, number 24, Sean Catibis. Small forward, number 6, Chris Kuhn. Power forward, number 1, Kai Balungay. At center, number 25, Joe Obasa. Head coach for your Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles is Tab Baldwin.
Starting five has been announced for the CSB Blazers first. Will Gozum, Felipe Marasigan, Miguel Oxon, Mark Sanko, and Paul Turco. While for Ateneo, Kai Balungay, Jared Brown, Chris Kuhn, Sean Kitevis, and Joe Obasa.
Oh, interesting starting five for the CSB Blazers. Going without a true point guard, Coach Charles Chu experimenting with his lineup. He has the services now of one Paul Turco, a transferee from the De La Salle University program. So he'll be matched up against Joseph Obasa. This is considerably a bigger lineup for the CSB Blazers.
And si Paul Turco, everybody you're seeing here right now is the Team A of Benil. And they are all eligible for Season 99. Unlike the ones we saw sa San Beda a while ago, na karamihan for Season 100. And you can hear the drums.
Oh, it feels like the UAP here. CSB and De La Salle have the same cheers. So it really feels like an Ateneo La Salle game here in the Villar Coliseum.
Oh, in a way, itong Benil has that may pagka-UAP flavor na din, but bagay, saktong-sakto sila for the NCAA. They bring the different brand to the NCAA type of basketball. And there, a turnover para sa Ateneo. Balik sa Blazers ang bola.
Good pressure right there from CSB, forcing that turnover from Chris Kuhn. Let's see what CSB can do with their offense against this Ateneo defense that's denying the passing lane all throughout.
That's Mark Sanko not carrying. That's a Joe Obasa right there. Ateneo trying to counter the fast break of their own, but St. Benil was able to come back immediately as well. I don't know where Sean was passing that ball to. Medyo, I think somebody was supposed to cut.
Somebody, I think, was supposed to cut. You see the replay. Sanko taking Brown off the dribble. Brown was a bit surprised that he was matched up with a bigger guy in Sanko.
Na-target siya,
Oh.
Not able to process what's happening. Oxon with Kitevis on him, the co-captain, along with Chris Kuhn for Ateneo Blue Eagles. Sanko. Early 4-0 start for the Blazers.
It's a better start for CSB compared to their game yesterday. And I was just saying earlier that they were terrible with their transition defense. But their first stop there was in transition. So that's a good start for Coach Charles and the rest of his team.
It's a matter of just making it a 40-minute effort, right?
40 minutes or more. Malay
40
mo.
minutes or more. Ito
Malay
na naman
mo.
tayo. Brown to Balungay for 3. Just a short... Something to say here about Kai Balungay. Si Kai entering UAP Season 85. You can see na naninibago pa siya. But before that, you can see here Mark Sanko finding ways.
Yes, great use of the offhand by Mark Sanko. For everybody at home, Mark Sanko is a lefty. So his two finishes too early in this game have been with his offhand.
Oxon getting trapped. Buti lang, nabigay kay Sanko. Felipe Marasigan to Will. Gozum, the step, but look at Obasa coming out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, Joseph Obasa obliterates that Will Gosum floater.
And coach, would you say the adjustment of playing inside the paint to the wing, malaking ano ba yun? Does it take months to learn that kind of style of play?
If you're a player like Will, who's spent most of his life playing the 4 and the 5 spot, as you see that basket by Kai Balungay, it's a big adjustment trying to get, you're probably going to get matched up against quicker opponents and you have to take them off the dribble most of the time. So the main adjustment is for Will to realize his potential as a winger compared to as a big man.
Marasigan missing that shot. Balungay with the board.
Marasigan with a beautiful mustache.
Yes, and the free-flowing hair with the locks. Is that counted?
See the replay. Obasa out of nowhere, the Bola.TV defensive play of the game, obliterating Will Gosum's shot attempt.
Coming out of nowhere, no? So weak side pa talaga. You didn't expect it. It looked like Will was gonna get that shot in, but Obasa had other plans. Going back to what I said about Kai Balungay, entering UAP Season 85, you can see naninibago pa siya. He was shy with his shots, but now entering this summer, a completely different player. But Jared Brown, not a completely different player. That is his game, making the most out of his time outside the three-point area. Here he comes again. Brown, the lob, and the finish for Joe Obasa.
Great pass by Jared Brown. As we'll see the Bola.TV assist of the game. Jared Brown lobs it up. Joseph Obasa does the rest. Great recognition by Brown, seeing that mismatch. It's only Migs Oxon protecting the paint for CSB.
That's a Bola.TV assist of the game, of a steal and immediately converting. And you can bet Coach Tab and coaching staff really love what they're seeing right now from the Blue Eagles.
And going back to your point for Kai Balungay, he's going to have to be the man for the Blue Eagles this coming UAP season. He has the skill set to be a dominant player in the UAP. And, moving on to the pros, he's going to get a lot of looks overseas, most definitely.
Yun nga, Coach, no? I was saying different player this summer. It's more of, he's more aggressive. Wala naman siya iba sa playstyle niya. It's just more of my confidence sa tira niya. If he's open, he's gonna take that. If he sees an open lane, he's gonna drive. And that's the reason why he's the leading scorer right now for Ateneo in their previous games leading up to the Asiabasket Las Piñas Championship. And I feel like, it's just a prediction of my opinion, I feel like it's going to be the same. He will be the leader in points when it's all said and done. But that's just my own point of view.
I'm sure that's going to come to fruition knowing how Kai Balungay plays. As you see Obasa missing from point blank.
Obasa, the foreign student athlete right now for Ateneo, replacing Ange Kwame. A really tall order for him, right, Coach?
Literally big shoes to fill for Joseph Obasa.
Obasa getting the board. Here comes Q. Sean to Chris. Kuhn. Back to his co-captain, Kai. Kuhn doesn't take the three. Opts for a mid-range jump shot. Is short. It lands in the hands of Balungay, and another and one for Ateneo. This is the start that they want compared to yesterday.
Let's see the replay. Obasa doing a great job of keeping the ball alive, tapping it straight to the hands of Kai Balungay, who finishes over Will Gosum.
And Kai Balungay already has, if I'm correct, is that 4 points? I feel like it is 4 points. Matching the total of CSB in this game. Only in the first quarter, only 4 minutes and 16 has passed.
It's going to be very exciting to see the progression of Kai Balungay come this coming UAP season.
Definitely.
What position will he play?
Yeah,
That's the big
another
question.
So far, he's playing the 4 right now. But I won't be surprised if Coach Tab decides to trick all of us and, oh, look at that, I'm playing Kai at the 3.
Oh, yesterday he played Kai at the 3 and Kuhn at the 2.
And that's the reason why tournaments like this, by Jaire as the Asiabasket Las Piñas Championship, gives teams a lot of... But before that, the elbow was a bit high, hence an offensive foul.
Great job by Jared Brown. See here the replay. Jared Brown, great job of kind of selling the contact. There was some contact, but that was probably 80% sell job, 20% contact.
And he's well aware of his size. I can sell this, I'm smaller, maybe the rest might give me the benefit of the doubt. Kuhn. Kiteves back to Brown. This time well guarded by Miguel. Kuhn is wide open for three after the curl.
That was some great offense by Ateneo. All 5 guys are just moving constantly, giving that CSB defense nightmares.
Oxon, short on that shot. The no-look pass to Will. Getting bothered there. Nev is the one bringing down the ball and calling the shots right now. I don't know what that play is.
No,
But
that's
let's see.
Ateneo's early offense, signaled by Sean Gutierrez.
Sean Ketevis, complete trust now in his jump shot. We didn't see him shoot the ball much in season 85, considering he was a late addition to the roster. But now, in the summer tournaments,
See the replay, Kuhn attacking. Sanko with the silly foul. Kuhn wasn't really going anywhere.
yeah.
There was no sense in committing that foul if you're Mark Sanko.
And I bet, Coach, that you really get into your players whenever they commit silly fouls that doesn't help in the game. Because, may mga fouls talaga na minsan
You have to
kailangan
give up. Oo,
Yeah.
may kailangan ka i-give up na fouls talaga. But stuff like that, and you're in the penalty, giving 2 shots to Chris Kuhn, who's a pretty good shooter. You don't want to get this guy going if he gets his confidence from the free throw line. Mahahanap niya yung pulso niya, so they say. Right? So,
there.
going back to Sean Kitevis, he's a great story. See the fans here. Oh, our founder, Jai Reyes, enjoying the games. Former Blue Eagle himself.
Yes, founder, visionary.
And
Stefan Schrock.
Stefan Schrock, Ascal's legend,
What is
enjoying
this
the games.
parallel universe that we are seeing right now? Stefan Schrock in a basketball game. With his timeout on the floor, the CSB Blazers wanting to stop the bleeding.
Bola TV is recruiting. We are offering an open contract where you can get a split revenue offer of 92:8 ratio from the virtual gift feature. Bola TV is also looking for e-games and live streaming professionals to join and expand our community. The live streamers with the most fans on social media can apply as our official live streamers. We will contact you to screen your skills. See you here at Bola TV.
Back here inside the Villar Coliseum, 13-4. Ateneo up by 9. And some great personalities here inside the Villar Coliseum, right, Coach Mark? A while ago, of course, Jai Reyes, the visionary, the founder of Asiabasket. Against all odds, binuksan niya to during the pandemic. And just enjoying that whole time with his family. What you saw a while ago, kita natin a while ago rin si Stefan Schrock. I didn't realize that he also enjoys collegiate basketball. And maybe I would like to ask later, in one way or another, on why Stefan Schrock is here inside the Villar. Who are you supporting?
I think he came in with one of the CSB coaches.
Could be.
So they're probably friends.
And how can you forget, right? Stefan Schrock, one of the ASCAL legends.
Oh, he is a legend.
Definitely
Actually,
a
one of
legend.
my favorite ASCAL players.
He's like a magician whenever he's on the pitch. Brown, see the movement, the off-ball movement for Ateneo. Kitevis, hounded by Naive, almost knocking the ball over. Kuhn, Marasigan, tight defense. Kuhn able to evade. Medyo malakas lang, and that hits Balungay. Last touch on Ateneo.
Coach Tab not happy with how they executed in that offensive set. They ran out of shot clock, forcing Kuhn to take matters into his own hands. Something Ateneo doesn't really settle for.
Oxon to Marasigan. Chris Kuhn mashed up on him. Like a holding foul, I think, on Ateneo. And you can see that Mix Oxon was maybe trying to give his case that he was been holding me a while ago.
It's more on, I think he was supposed to receive the floppy screen from when that floppy action was happening. He's supposed to receive 2 screens from Naive, and I think it's on Michael Mara. But I think Naive forgot to set the screen for him.
Josh Nieto entering for the Ateneo Blue Eagles. More commonly known to fans as Lebron Nieto, but to his family and close friends, they call him Josh.
Okay, Josh Nieto it is for today.
Yeah, the Josh Nieto.
I'm actually very excited. I was able to work with his older brothers, the twins, Mike and Matt. Mike and Matt, how are you guys? They're growing up in the Ateneo High School program. I was able to coach them for a bit. Very happy to see where they are now. And I'm excited to see how their younger brother develops.
And I would say na biktima rin to ng ano eh. Not a victim of that, that's a 3. Kakapasok lang, Josh Nieto. That is his job for the Blue Eagles. Corteza wasting no time as well. Miggy Corteza, the second option for the Blazers, especially when they went up against the finals against the Letran Knights, when everybody was cramping up, including him. He will fight through it. Kita mo yung pain, just wanting to help out the Blazers during that time. Incredible run for them, just fell short.
Miggy Corteza is a winner. He will do everything he can do to get that W. As you see him on the break, avoiding the contact and the sweet finish. Talking about Miggy Corteza.
And Miggy Corteza, not just a one-dimensional scorer. I would say he's a 3-level scorer. He could shoot it from the drives, on the mid-range, on the 3-point area. And that's what makes CSB dangerous with all the weapons that they have in their arsenal right now.
You see the replay here. Josh Nieto turning that ball over.
Corteza
Miggy
making the
Corteza,
play.
that was a great move to avoid the contact. I think that's the next level for Miggy Corteza, is being able to create his own shots. Kasi we've seen him get offensive rebounds, go on the fast break, get set up by his teammates. But now, in this last playing year, you want to see him create more for himself.
Mason's in the ball game. To Josh for 3. Second one, he is on fire. Kakasimula pa lang. He's been inside for what, a minute?
A minute, barely a minute. I'm also very keen to see this guy, Mason Amos, much ballyhooed recruit by the Ateneo Blue Eagles.
A lot more will be expected now from the guards of Ateneo from here on out. From the playmaking, the scoring. It's going to be a tall order for them.
And speaking of tall orders, see the replay here. Robbie Naive, it's the Bola.TV move of the game, knifing through the Ateneo transition defense.
You know, Coach,
Great hesitation.
it's momentarily freezing the defender. And Coach, you know, about Robbie Naive, just to add, he has evolved this game this summer. Last tournament for the NCAA season 98, it's Hannah Lizaran, that is the better half of Robbie Naive. She doesn't know how to react. I would act the same if tinapatan ako ng camera ng ganyan. But you're going back to Robbie Naive, season 98 for the NCAA, he was mostly a spot-up shooter and just a secondary tertiary scorer. But after what I've seen from him in the summer, he has added playmaking, averaging 5 assists per game. Now, adding more sa bag niya, lumaki pa. Not just a scorer now, but all-around player.
CSB will need production from Robbie Naive. You know, with their guard lineup, as it is, you know, you're looking at CSB, you think Will Gozum, you think Miggy Corteza, and you think Miguel Oxon, their big 3. You're going to need some support. And Letran showed that in the NCAA finals. You know, they stopped Will Gozum. They really put a premium in defending Will. So they're going to need other guys who can score and can create in order to go far. And see the fans, again, our founder, Asiabasket founder, Jai Reyes, very thankful for his vision and his effort and the love for the game of basketball, sharing it to everyone here, not only in the Philippines, but also around Southeast Asia.
And an all-around family man. You know that he's busy. We all know that. Why not bring my family here so I can spend my time with them? And might as well get them immersed in basketball, especially the kids. Masanay na sila sa drums. Hopefully one day they can be like their dad, or at least or maybe better than their dad.
Let's see, you know, contact on the baseline. I think Gab Gomez gonna get called for a foul. CSB Blazers are a bit offbeat thanks to this Ateneo defense. They've been denying all the passing lanes, doing a great job throwing off that CSB offense. And you're looking at this Ateneo front line. There's 6'10" Gio Chu, 6'9" Mason Amos, and 6'4" Jason Credo. So they're bigger than most professional teams here in the Philippines.
This is a European team in the making. European team disguises as a college team, and a tiki-tak foul. That's why Michael Mara was able to take advantage of that. Also an N1 opportunity for him.
Great cut by Michael Mara. Mason Amos took his eye off his man. Mara read that perfectly and scored off the back cut.
Michael Mara for the freebie, and he makes it. It's another guy para sa CSB Blazers that slow, gradual progress from having troubles with his fouls in the earlier part of the summer to now being a key rotation player, crafty with his moves from the paint. And again, Josh Nieto with 8 points now in this ball game. Si Michael Mara, yung mga pinag-uusapan natin, showing out. Hearing may earpiece ata mga to. 25 for 15, Jason Credo. Bring down the basketball, taking his time. Gets trapped. Into the Chu. Nieto. To Gab Gomez, the Filipino-Italian for 3. And he converts.
If it's one thing Gab Gomez can do very well, that is hit the outside shot. And he's really come into his own after the departure of SJ Belangel.
Naive trying to whistle, squeak his way through the defense, but getting trapped. Ateneo's defense on point so far in the first quarter, but Gab Gomez kind of overpassing that one over the head of Gio Chu.
Well, he had the right idea, Gio Chu 6'10", just lob it up there, but sometimes it's really just too high for some guys to catch.
And Ateneo coach a while ago, as I was trying to see what stories to talk about for Ateneo a while ago while waiting for this game, I saw that they lost to Gilas Pilipinas by only 5 points, 86-81. And that just speaks about the quality of play that these guys are doing. Imagine Gilas Pilipinas, the best of the best. They were able to push them to the limit. Granted, wala sina Justin Brownlee and Kai Soto, but a testament to the quality of the Ateneo brand of basketball. The last second shot there for CSB, cutting the lead down to 10. And at the end of the first quarter, 27 for the Ateneo Blue Eagles, 17 for the CSB Blazers.
Let's see some highlights of the first quarter. Ateneo really clamped down at the start on CSB. They got out on the fast breaks. And the story of that first quarter for Ateneo was Josh Nieto.
Yes.
He had 8 points and didn't miss a shot, 2 threes and 1 pull-up jump shot. You see here Josh Nieto taking that, rejecting the ball screen. Very, very suave move from the freshman.
Yes.
Incoming freshman, Josh Nieto.
Incoming freshman, indeed, a lot will be expected from him. Timeout. Well, we're gonna get to the second quarter in a bit. We'll see you guys there.
The end of the first quarter, Ateneo is leading right now with 10 points lead. At dahil dyan, let's just take a break muna sa ating ball game. So right now, we'll be having the Kiss Cam segment. At kapag kayo ang natutukan ng camera, you have to kiss your seatmate. Brought to you by Bola.tv. There you go. Hello po sa inyo. Kiss na yan! Woo! Everyone, cheer for them para hindi naman sila mahiya, guys. Ayan! You gotta do it! Ayan, mukhang bumabati lang sila. Actually, wala pa tayong nakukuha Kung pag wala pa tayo, ayan! Ayun, finally, meron na tayong napapayag dito. Here's another one. Come on, wag na po kayong mahiya, please. Ayan, brought to you by Bola TV Kiss Campos. Siyempre, again, let's get back to the ball game. Ayan, mukhang nagkakatawa na.
You just gotta love that kiss cam a while ago, Coach Mark. You'll never know who the cameraman will target. People here inside the Villar Coliseum. By the way, guys, Nico Rocha here speaking along with Coach Mark Dandan on the mic for you guys between Ateneo Blue Eagles up against CSB Blazers.
It's been a very, very physical first quarter so far from both teams. And CSB has really picked up the defense, especially full court. As I was saying, that's a turnover. Josh Kahuko forcing Gab Gomez into a turnover early in the second quarter.
And Josh Kahukom, a former Batang Gilas member. Now with the Benil Blazers, another weapon that they have. Hopefully be able to bring them the much eluded championship in season 99 in the final year of Will Gozum Jarque. Zendrik Jarque. Not used to him driving down the ring, considering that in some of the games that I have covered, he usually is outside the three-point line.
There. Gab Gomez just a bit late trying to draw that offensive foul. Caught on the move, hence the blocking foul being called.
Coach, what happened in the first quarter? I would consider this a high-scoring game.
It is a high-scoring game for a college basketball game. Josh Nieto with those 8 points, but it was Ateneo's defense limiting the starters of CSB. That's why they have this 10-point lead right now.
And And despite the 10-point lead, CSB is still shooting 50%, while Ateneo is at a blistering 61%.
Let's see, another turnover forced by that CSB defense. They've really upped their physicality, trying to get into the mugs of these Ateneo players on offense.
That could be the strategy they need in order to catch up. Corteza with a fall-away shot, tough shot. Credo.
Jason Credo has really improved his shooting from the time he spent in the Ateneo Juniors program all the way here to his last playing here with the Blue Eagles. He's going to be a vital piece this coming UAP season.
Coach, did I hear that right? I think the CSB bad played some of the sounds of Ateneo whenever it's their ball.
I know.
Right?
I was stunned for a minute. That's why I had to look back and check if the Blue Babel Battalion was present.
Yeah, the sportsmanship right there. Look at him switch up. Brown for 3. You don't want to leave him open. It's a lucky break there for Benil.
Ateneo has been really knocking down their outside shots, and Benil's defense, especially on the perimeter, has been lacking.
And you see Gio, that was a Gio, I think Mason Amos. Just raising his hands up, pleading his case.
Yesterday against Corsa Tire, CSB had a difficult time defending the guys like Aaron Estacio and Gerald Anderson. They were repeatedly getting downhill and attacking the CSB bigs. That's why they had a big problem that second half. We'll see this massive Ateneo front line in Joseph Obasa and Mason Amos.
They kind of simulate a European team. Because I think right now, going back to the Gilas Pilipinas scrimmage a while ago, because right now they're in the process of playing teams that somehow mimic the teams that they will play in the World Cup. So Ateneo, I think, fits the mold of the European style. Kasi hindi naman siguro to Latin American style.
And Ateneo just actually came back from their Australian tour.
Yes, yun din.
Trained and played against some NBL 1 teams. Very tough competition down there.
I think may tulak daw ni Jared Brown, but Kahukom is a pest on defense.
See the replay. Kahukom has forced a couple of turnovers now. There was a ward off from Jared Brown, but again, a great sell by Josh Kahukom.
Great sell, and maybe the momentum as well.
Momentum as well.
30-19. The drums are alive inside here, the Villar Coliseum. Gozu, will this be no good there in the shot? A bit struggling here para sa star ng CSB Blazers.
Kasi wala pa talaga yung timing ni Will pagdating sa laro na to. Si Credo, again, the one-on-one defense of CSB, it's been like that since yesterday. The guys with the ball easily getting downhill and attacking the rim, forcing the CSB bigs to help and commit fouls. They're not the tallest front line, talking about CSB. So their guards have to do a better job containing the ball on the perimeter.
Pag ganun, coach, if you see that the player is already downhill, or is the strategy for that, pick them up half court pagdating sa ganun, or check, nakadikit ka na from the moment na with the ball handler.
I mean, it's easier said than done when you defend the ball one-on-one. Pero the worst thing you can do is allow a penetration going down the middle. That's the worst thing you can do.
Sa middle, pag pinapunta mo sa gitna.
Yes.
Well, only down by 12, 7 minutes, 52 to go. A lot more time for CSB. And parang pumasok ata yung kamay ni Obasa sa ilalim ng basket.
Di ata pwede yun. Mr. Obasa?
Under the basket rule or something.
Mahaba kasi yung kamay. Minsan, tataas mo talaga.
Obasa, those are the things that don't show up in the box score. Brown, Kahukom.
Kahukom has been a pest defensively in the second quarter. He's forced 2 turnovers, pressuring the ball carriers of Ateneo very well, disrupting the Ateneo offense.
Up to now, coach, dikit na dikit pa rin siya kay Brown eh.
Mukhang may assignment talaga siya.
Guy for 3 hits the back iron. Paulie G. It's his turn this time. Another three for the Blue Eagles.
Oh, it's one guy you can't leave open. That's a specialty of one Paul Garcia, knocking down his first triple of the night.
Naive needs to get his teammates going. Josh to Will. He's at the post. A familiar spot for Will. And it's a foul on the floor. Kai Balungay.
See the replay. You know, when the guy on the ball has the post, you can't lock that arm bar. You have to release and take it in the chest when you're taking the bumps in the post. Now that's big because Ateneo is in the penalty with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. It's felt so long, but there's still 7 minutes left because there's a lot of fouls going on.
And this could be a grind in the second quarter. But before that, we got a timeout on the floor. We'll see you guys right after this.
Bola TV is recruiting. We are offering an open contract where you can get a split revenue offer of 92:8 ratio from the virtual gift feature. Bola TV is also looking for e-games and live streaming professionals to join and expand our community. The live streamers with the most fans on social media can apply as our official live streamers. We will contact you to screen your skills. See you here at Bola TV.
Coach Charles said that he's been helping out the MVP Will Gozum catch up to the team, maximize his capabilities by making the MVP as the wing in this match. He also mentioned about the team's chemistry, that it's still on the works, very up and down, and not yet where they wanted to be. They're just very grateful that they are actually part of this league. Your thoughts on this, gentlemen?
Nice report in order to shed light on the kind of adjustments that CSB has with Will Gozum. And considering that it's not, pinag-usapan natin kanina, coach, hindi madali mag-switch na position, especially the play style that you have known since you were a kid.
So it also takes a lot of, the learning curve is very steep if you're trying to adjust to playing the wing after spending most of your life playing down in the paint. So it's not overnight. The success is not overnight. But knowing Will, he's a very hard worker and a student of the game. So I feel like he's going to be very successful despite this big adjustment.
You know, when I look at Will Gozum, I follow him on Instagram. Lahat ng Instagram stories niya puro workout, I'm not sure where he trains, but that is his day every time. It's complete sacrifice for a player who wants to be good to great. This race is the kind of player that he is already. Credo with that sidestep. Pasa lang. Paulie G pulls up for three. It looked good. It's almost there.
That's a shot you want him to take. He's wide open off that ball screen. I thought, it's a sportsmanlike foul on Will.
And I think that's Paul Garcia and Will Gozum having some choice words for one another.
Ateneo LaSalle rivalry is alive and well here in Asiabasket.
This is, well, CSB is also called DLS, De La Salle College of St. Benilde. So they definitely have that La Salle name to their, it's really attached to them.
Seeing the replay, Will looking to seal Garcia. Oh, no. That's an elbow above the shoulder. This could be a disqualifying foul on Will Gozum because if you hit anyone with intent above the shoulder, that should be an automatic.
So it's a matter of
right
now.
There.
Kung sadya ba, yun na yung kailangan i-assess ng
I
referees.
feel like
diba,
there was
coach?
intent. Kasi kanina pa siya tinatamaan eh. I mean, he's not happy with how they're defending. He's being defended very well by Ateneo. Nothing dirty, definitely. But he's being frustrated. He hasn't scored a lot. Will doesn't have any points to his name right now.
And he's been struggling,
Yeah.
right, coach? Ano ba? 0 for 3, 0 for 4. I'm not sure kung ano ba yung...
He had a couple shots blocked by Joseph Obasa when he attacked. But I think
he's still on the floor. Hintayin natin dito yung
They're going to
official.
be very lucky if he's not thrown out.
Okay.
That's a lucky break. That's wow.
That's a sigh of relief.
Yeah, I was 100% sure that was a disqualifying foul. That was a mean elbow to the face. I mean, Will's not a dirty player by any means,
not.
but frustration can get the best out of anyone.
Chris.
And Paulie G misses both free throws after that.
Paul Garcia must still be a ringing in his head after
No, baka
that. May
nahi
ano pa.
solid yung tama.
He's trying to balance it out. Still, the good thing is here, sometimes, you know, I remember the hit of Ron Artes to James Harden. Not the same degree, but sometimes pag natama ka talaga sa ulo, you need time to rest and get that second win. Garcia. Aggressive drive, but no good. Michael.
Oh,
Not
nice.
sure paano move yun. Pinoy step ba yun?
Mini Pinoy step by Michael Mara, throwing the whole Ateneo defense off. Another unsportsmanlike foul.
Not sure.
Uy, uy. Oh no. That's a fighting stance by Michael Mara.
Okay, so I think we need to see what's gonna happen here. Because I was looking at the ball handler, coach. I didn't see what happened on the other end of the floor, particularly on the side of Ateneo.
Coach Tab not happy because Michael Mara assumed the fighting stance.
Yeah.
Kumbaga sa Pilipino, umamba si Michael Mara. See the replay. Obasa again, trying to seal early. That's his job. And that's a close fist by Michael Mara.
Now,
Seen by, there was a referee right beside you, Michael Mara. Why would you do that?
yeah, and you saw that coach.
And then, right there, umamba.
It's more of siya pa yung, I think parang siya pa yung galit, no,
Siya
Coach
pa yung
Mark?
galit.
Yeah.
Siya na yung nag-commit ng unsportsmanlike foul. It's, you'll see again here. Obasa not doing anything.
He's just getting to his spots.
He's just trying to seal, and there's the close fist. And there's a referee 2 feet away from you with a great angle. Right there.
You know,
So, that's a disqualifying foul. Right there, this referee signaling it.
the referee coming out of nowhere like the MMDA coming off a red light. You think you're free?
Bigla kang may ticket.
Biglang may ticket. Galing siya, pati sa off-cam, di ba? Bigla na rin lumabas.
And he's been thrown out of the ball game. Michael Mara.
So it's like that. He has to proceed to the locker rooms, right? Because he cannot stay.
He
Can
can stay. He cannot stay here. He's
Yeah.
thrown out of. Essentially, he has to wait in the lockers.
Yeah. So a dirty play by Michael Mara. Sayang pa naman ang
So,
ganda
he's
ng
been playing
pinapakita.
very well. He's been playing very well, and it's a waste of opportunity. Instead of helping out your team, providing good minutes, you know your front line has been struggling.
You know, for everybody watching at home, Michael Mara is a very talented player. The only thing that is his Achilles heel is his temper. It's always been the one that throws him off his game, or sometimes throws him out of the game literally, just like what we saw. Yeah.
It really threw him out of his game.
And for a team that is starting for points, you lose a guy like Michael Mara, who I would say
He has
got it
9
going.
points.
I
He's
didn't
the
even know.
leading scorer of his team, and he throws himself out of the ball game.
A lot. The challenges just keep on stacking up for the Blazers. Garcia kicks it out to Kiteves, is back in. Joe is at the post. Back to Q for 3. He was strong on that one. Kiteves with a drive, and he got hacked. Heading to the line for 2.
You know, Obasa had the deep seal already on, I think, Turco or Gozo, but he didn't even face the basket. Once he got that ball, he threw it back out to Kitevis. I mean, if you're Obasa and if you're the Ateneo coaching staff, you'd want him to turn and face him. That was a baby hook in the making.
You know, Joe, incredibly talented offensive player, but sometimes natatamaan tayo ng Ben Simmons moment. You just not knowing where you are spatially. But once he realizes it, yung ganung
He has a lot
situation,
of potential.
ang ganda ng potential
Joe
ni
Obasa has a
Obasa.
lot of potential. And the Ateneo coaches are great teachers.
Exactly.
So he's learning from the best, and you know, there's
And Kiteves faking out not only his opponents,
Hayes,
also his teammate.
Chuck Hayes yun.
Chuck
Diba?
Hayes nga.
Chuck Hayes mo, yung kilala pa ng mga tao na nanonood at home, si Chuck Hayes.
But Coach Mark, I think what Kiteves did was that, inano niya eh, so nagmukhang
Practice.
nag-practice. But
Practice.
from the peripherals, it looked like, oh, shot attempt na. This is a incredibly interesting second quarter that we are currently in right
Very
now.
slow second quarter, Nico. Daming fouls.
For sure, Coach. Tevis with Naive on him. Nieto, the hot man for the Blue Eagles, but medyo lumamig na because of all the stoppages that just happened here inside the Villar Coliseum.
He didn't really have his feet set when he caught that ball. He kind of rushed that shot. So that was not a quality shot for Josh Nieto.
You know, a guy I would also like to see on the scoreboard para sa Blazers, Miguel Lobson. He's not as aggressive as what we like to see from him.
Yeah, well, it's again, he's having a hard time because he does have Ateneo's best defender in Sean Davis guarding him full court.
Malunggay for 3 and the corner spot. That has been his bread and butter.
Great execution right there by Ateneo to get Malunggay open. Now dropping to this zone, changing it up.
Naive trying to swing that rock. Makoy Marcos, the former Tiger, UST Growling Tiger. Naive, no other choice, had to hoist up that shot. Good thing. Sayang nga lang, nobody was aware of the shot clock, I think.
It's a great change of defense right there. You see Malunggay, the Bola.TV 3-point shot of the game. Great screen by Chris Kuhn to get Malunggay open.
As assist by Obasa rin. Tevis developing that ball handling skills in the summer. Full display right now. Kuhn. Nieto. Tukay, who gets pushed by Gozo to the top of the arc. Nieto's at the post, looking for a teammate. Obasa for 3. Too strong. But you know that Joe has the green light to shoot that, coach. Some much needed break here for both teams. Timeout on the floor.
Bola TV is recruiting. We are offering an open contract where you can get a split revenue offer of 92:8 ratio from the virtual gift feature. Bola TV is also looking for e-games and live streaming professionals to join and expand our community. The live streamers with the most fans on social media can apply as our official live streamers. We will contact you to screen your skills. See you here at Bola TV.
You guys are watching the Asiabasket Las Piñas Championship 2023 presented by Bola.TV here inside the Villar Coliseum. Nico Rocha here with Coach Mark Dandan.
Nico, it's been a first half, I wouldn't say masterclass yet for Ateneo, but it's been a trademark Ateneo game. Just executing her offense, staying patient with her defense, nothing too fancy on both ends. Something we've seen from Ateneo ever since Coach Tab took over the reins.
Definitely, and I just want to give a shout out to one of our mentors, Sir Jay De La Cruz, who's watching from his home with the full blast of the sounds in his home. Hopefully we do him justice here. Sampo to Naive. Hear the drums of the Benil Blazers. Hopefully that could kickstart their run. Oxon having a hard time driving over the outstretched arms of Joe Obasa.
Oh, there you go. You want to see Mix Oxon aggressive, taking the ball to the hole over the outstretched arms of Joseph Obasa.
Mix Oxon was passive so far here in the first half, but now I think the coaches might have told him something in order to make him more aggressive. Kitevis, the drive, and what is that layup? Here we go again when we try to decipher that layup. They're really
floating hook shot?
Running float. Okay, that can be a new category of its own, courtesy of Sean Kitevis.
It's still 2 points.
Gozum.
There you go.
At the shaded area, finally converting for Will Gozum. That is the first 2 points for Will.
CSB's offense has been a lot more patient ever since that timeout. They're getting better looks.
I think Kitev is there pushing Oxon, hence the foul. Chris Kuhn shot the 3 a while ago, and Chris Kuhn what a journey it has been for this guy. The summer, the first part of the summer was dedicated to rehabbing the shoulder. You know, he suffered that during the UAP season. I didn't think that we will be able to see him in the summer, but here he is now, complete, ready for the upcoming UAP season.
No, he's going to be a leader for Ateneo, and he knows that the team is going to need him. He's very dedicated when it comes to his rehab. He's a very dedicated player, and he likes to be the leader. That's the important thing. You know, there's a lot of guys, they are labeled as a leader, but there are guys who want to be a leader, and that's what Chris Kuhn is.
And Mix Oxon at the line, who has 2 points, actually 3 points. Make the 4. 3 rebounds and 3 assists. All-around game for Mix, but they need more production from him in the points. And for the first time, Josh Lazaro entering for the Ateneo Blue Eagles here in this game.
That's how deep this wing rotation of Ateneo is. You're only seeing Josh Lazaro for the first time. He started yesterday.
And some more of, nung nakita ko na nga na si Jared Brown nag-start, sabi ko, oh, Coach Tab is experimenting with his lineups. Mas offensive-centric yung ngayon yung starting lineup. Chris Kuhn slicing through the defense.
Once again, another player from Ateneo getting downhill, down the middle. Cardinal sin if you're CSB.
Ivan had intentions to give that to Corteza, who's waiting down low.
We'll see the replay. Again, bad closeout from Miggy Corteza. Basically giving Chris Kuhn free ride through the Skyway. Great save by Nico right there.
Ito ko yung bola eh. Good
Wait,
thing.
look, Coach Charles is not happy. You look behind him, Stefan Schrock is not happy as well.
I could say that Stefan Schrock is cheering for the CSB
he's right there on the
Blazers
bench.
today. Yeah, tonight rather. Kitevis seeing a cutting Josh Lazaro, pulling back. Kuhn.
CSB dropping down into their own version of the zone.
Parang may mixture ng man-to-man, no? Yeah, ito no good. Medyo nanlamig na. Here in the final parts ng second quarter, Kuhn finds Kitevis. Ganda ng ball movement for the Ateneo Blue Eagles here. They have 3 seconds though. Not sure if they know about it. Obasa kicks it. Kitevis is well aware. It's the back rim. Finally secured by the white shirts.
Still, even with that shot, the patience by Ateneo just moving the ball, knowing where the guys will be.
And Oxon with the hit and one. Big boy move for Mix. Oxon, natanggal pa ata yung hair tie ni... Ay, nandiyan pa pala.
Nandiyan pa. Matibay.
Matibay tong hair tie ni Mix
See the
Oxon.
replay, Oxon taking the bump from Chris Kuhn, initiating the contact, getting Kuhn off balance, finishing again with a nice touch on the floater.
It makes Oxon picking up the slack in the scoring department for the guys from Taft. So 12 points, still a lot of time. Maybe they could cut this down to single digits. Who knows?
No, they still have less than that's 1 minute 24 seconds left. They can bring this down to at least 10 points. They'll be in good shape for the halftime.
For sure, goes to see though how Ateneo executes. Nieto. Kasi Nieto na one of the victims ng pandemic. Nasayang yung high school years niya sana to see the growth immediately. Now part of the senior team, it just flew by just like that.
Nagulat nga ako na nasa seniors
Nasa seniors na siya bigla. Ayan mga patented deep 3, 27-footer from Mix Oxon.
Those 2 floaters really got him going. You know, as a shooter, you want to see that ball going through the net. Gives you a lot more confidence when you're taking the outside shot.
Kitevis finds Kuhn. Breaks through the defense of Sanko like he's not there. It's a common occurrence, would you say?
It's been a common theme this first half for CSB in terms of their one-on-one defense. You see the Bola.TV 3-point shot of the game. Mix Oxon from Damian Lillard area. Steph Curry, Damian Lillard area. Now, the kids not home, they're a lot stronger now. They can really shoot further from where we would normally shoot from the 3-point line. Yes, and again, you know, you want CSB, you want your scorers going. Will Gosum only has 2 points. I think, yes, still has 2 points. Mix Oxon now with 9.
kung may Dame time, may Oxon time. So I think dun yung Oxon time. Yun yung
Anong time zone yun?
anong
Nico?
time zone yun?
Anong time zone ba yan?
Yun sa Trinoma branch siguro. And we got 43 seconds to go. Naive, the one calling the shots right now for Benil. Oxon, will this be another one? Heat check.
You gotta give that to him.
Nevis slowing things down, utilizing the true screen. Pulls back once more. Ateneo has 10 seconds to shoot. Kitevis, series of moves. To Nieto, too strong, missing his last 3-point shots after making his first 2. Chu with a short stab, no good. Here comes Naive. They have 5 seconds to go. Robbie goes to his right. Just short on that one. And Oxon with a wild fling. And that's the end of the first half. I thought I would go in. But
That's the second Hail Mary that almost went in today.
well, CSB needs a Hail Mary if they want to get this victory in the second half. 47 for Ateneo, 34 for the Blazers. Let's see you guys for the halftime break.
Bola TV is recruiting. We are offering an open contract where you can get a split revenue offer of 92:8 ratio from the virtual gift feature. Bola TV is also looking for e-games and live streaming professionals to join and expand our community. The live streamers with the most fans on social media can apply as our official live streamers. We will contact you to screen your skills. See you here at Bola TV. Bola TV is recruiting. We are offering an open contract where you can get a split revenue offer of 92:8 ratio from the virtual gift feature. Bola TV is also looking for e-games and live streaming professionals to join and expand our community. The live streamers with the most fans on social media can apply as our official live streamers. We will contact you to screen your skills. See you here at Bola TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the CSB Pep Squad. Ateneo Pep Squad.
And of course, no shortage of basketball rivalry of the blue and the green. So far, the Katipunan-based squad at the end of 2 quarters leads by 13. Halftime score, Ateneo de Manila University 47, CSB Blazers 34. But here in Bola.tv, of course, there will be no rivalries. We all love, and of course, giveaway time here, Bola.tv halftime show. So as usual, lahat ng mga nandito right now at the Villar Coliseum, we at Bola.tv are going to give out a prize, of course, a 500 peso gift card. Now, to be part of that one, napakadali lang. All you need to do is you need to show us mga social media posts nyo with the hashtag BolaTVPH and hashtag BolaTV to be part of the raffle. Again, we are giving a 500 pesos gift card at Bola.tv. Ito na. So, let's see. Susana nandito. Okay, ito. Let's see. All right, our first attempt for a winner, Sarah and Gio. Is Sarah and Gio here? Sarah and Gio? Sarah? Naku, wala si Sarah, of course. Ito kasi mga names na ito kahit sa mga even nasa first games. Yung ibang people kasi, they stay until the 4th game. Again, 4 games are being shown here, Bola.tv, at the 2023 Bola.tv Asiabasket Las Piñas Championship. Okay, next one. Ito, mukhang nandito to. Charles D. Hulaan na lang tayo, napilido ng D. Basta Charles D. O, ilan lang Charles D dito? Charles D. O, padali dito. Charles D. Kung sino may Charles D yan, let's go. Charles D. Mag-confession ka na lang after. Charles D. Halika. Come on, let's go. Charles D. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Sige. Ito. Mukhang ito yung mga bago to eh. Okay, this one. Alright, Lawrence Negro. Lawrence, are you here? Lawrence Negro. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Of course, we're going to be getting still until may makuha tayong winner for today. Ito na, mukhang ito yung lucky winner natin for this last game of a giveaway here at the Bola.tv halftime show. Okay. Kindly Barbajo. Tama ba to? Kindly or Kindly Barbajo, are you here? Kindly Barbajo in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Naku, sayang naman natawag ang mga names nila. Wala pa sila. Baka nag-dinner kasi sila. Feeling ko nag-dinner lang yan. Alright, ito. Mukhang nandito na to. Cyril Taberna, are you here? Wala? Okay, ganito na lang. Since wala pa tayo nakuha, ganito lang kasimple. The first person to come here sa tabi ko, showing the post na may hashtag BolaTVPH and BolaTV, may prize. Okay, the first person na pupunta dito, anybody here, may hashtag BolaTV and hashtag BolaTVPH sa kanilang social media account, Facebook, Instagram. The first one to come here to post it, pakita lang sa amin, will get a 500 peso. Hindi ka pwede, wag yan. Live streamer ka eh. Wag live streamer. Dabi ka pagkakataon mga iba. Pagbigyan natin. Mayaman ka na eh. Mayaman ka na. Alright, let's go. Wala ba dito? Alright, so here. Dapat nakapost na. Nakapost na ba? Nakapost na. Okay. So let's see. Patingin. Dito tayo. Let's see. Nakapost na daw. Nako, wala pa. May chance pa kayo habang wala pa. Di pa naglo-load. Nakapost. All you need is to show me your social media account, yung Facebook or Instagram na may hashtag BolaTVPH. Come on. Taka na, let's go. Oh, eto na. Alright, si Sir. Oh, yun. Can I see? Ayan. Go Sanbeda fight. Ayan. Alright, there you go, sir. What is your name?
Billy.
Alright, Sir Billy, congratulations. Of course, ito yung prize natin, just as we said. Thank you for posting and for sharing. Of course, Bola.tv, the partner of the 2023 Bola TV Asiabasket Las Piñas Championship. And of course, all the games of Asiabasket are here sa Bola.tv, www.bola.tv. And of course, our app, free to download sa Google Play Store. 24/7, 7 days a week, Mondays to Sundays. Lahat ng games sa Asiabasket, live and for free. Thank you very much, Billy. Maraming salamat. And back to you. Of course, when the game returns, the continue of action of the blue and the green here at Bola.tv.
Bola TV is recruiting. We are offering an open contract where you can get a split revenue offer of 92:8 ratio from the virtual gift feature. Bola TV is also looking for e-games and live streaming professionals to join and expand our community. The live streamers with the most fans on social media can apply as our official live streamers. We will contact you to screen your skills. See you here at Bola TV.
We're currently at the halftime break, everybody, here inside the Villar Coliseum with the Ateneo Blue Eagles soaring high over the CSB Blazers. 47-34. Nico Roche here with Coach Mark Dandan. And Coach Mark, what was the story of the first half?
Well, it's Ateneo executing way better than CSB. If you're looking at the stats, you see here, first the highlights of the first half. Actually, CSB got off to a good start thanks to Mark Sanko's early attacks to the paint. But once Ateneo got settled with their defensive schemes, throwing off CSB with the zone, matching up, denying the passing lanes, and pressuring full court with their full court trap, really threw CSB off their timing and their offense. And with Michael Mara getting thrown out earlier, he was the leading scorer before he was thrown out. That was a big blow. CSB is playing very well. Will Gozum has been struggling. Those are also only 2 points in this ball game. And for Ateneo, it's been a balanced attack led by Kai Balunga. He's got 8 points. Josh Nieto also has 8 points. So it's been typical Ateneo basketball. You know, a balanced scoring attack backed by great defense.
And checking here the halftime stats for both Ateneo and CSB.
You know, the field goal percentages are kind of the same, around 43% for each team. But you're looking at the three-pointers made. Ateneo has 7 out of 20. CSB only 1 out of 10. And that was a long three-pointer also by Mix Oxon. And the free throw discrepancy, if you're CSB, it's very alarming. You only have 6 attempts from the free throw line and you're giving away 3 times that number to Ateneo, who already has 18 free throw attempts. Turnovers are the same and assists. But again, the story, the rebounding, also the bench points from Ateneo. They've got guys coming off the bench contributing. Guys like Jason Credo, who hit a couple of threes early. And Jared Brown, he played good defense despite a couple of turnovers in that CSB pressure.
And looking here again, I just want to highlight the 3-point percentage of Ateneo. 7 threes compared to the one of CSB. The lead could have been bigger, but you know, CSB, there's a reason why they reached the finals of the NCAA last year. It's the caliber of a team that they have, able to kind of keep it close despite 3 bombs dropping on them in all corners of the court here inside the Villar Coliseum.
You know, watching Ateneo play, Nico, you know, it's very rare for me to cover them, you know, as a broadcaster. I'm very used to, you know, being on the other side against Ateneo. But you know, seeing them from this point of view, it reminds me of this one quote from Coach Tony Bennett of University of Virginia Cavaliers in the U.S. You know, with discipline comes freedom. You know, when you're disciplined enough to take care of the little details, you know, knowing your role, understanding what is needed out of you for the team, then you have that freedom to operate within the confines of the system of your basketball team. And that is what Ateneo is basically been doing the past, what now, half decade? More than, right?
More than na.
In their, with their discipline comes that freedom, and you see all their players. And Coach Tab is a great leader, enabling his players to make decisions for themselves. Not be afraid to make mistakes. That's crucial in the development of young players. And as a coach, you want those guys to be, brave despite the adversities that they might face. They make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, especially in the basketball court. But you want those guys to power through that adversity, learn from their mistakes. And Coach Tab has enabled his guys to not be afraid to make mistakes.
And definitely, and if you're in an environment that promotes you to evolve, and that really has talagang may mistakes talaga napapasok dyan, Coach Mark, right? Because not everybody's perfect, not everybody can adjust as quick as other people can.
Talking about mistakes, Ateneo has 10 turnovers. They have more turnovers than CSB, but they still have that 13-point lead because despite, again, the number of turnovers they had, especially in the second quarter, they did not stop executing their plays. They did not stop their game plan on defense. They kept at it, and they have this 13-point lead.
Entering the third quarter right now, the 5 for CSB, Gozum, Naive, Okzon, Sampo, and Turco. Well, for Ateneo, it's Kun, Lazaro, Chu, Nieto, and Kitevis.
Great offensive rebound right there from Paul Turco, outworking Joseph Obasa. That's a good sign if you're Coach Charles Chu.
Sorry, I think it's Brown, Amos, Kun, Obasa, and Kitevis. Just a correction on the side of Ateneo, rather. Kun. Ikot ng bola para sa Ateneo. It's the same kind of thing that we've been seeing since the first quarter. Amos for 3. And si Mason. Look at Chris Kun just being at the right place. Or rather, just the activity.
That's just Chris Kun being aggressive, not giving up on the play. A poor missed blackout by his defender. Very deflating if you're CSB.
Naive finds Sanko. There you go. The 3 starting to fall for CSB. They started 1 for 11, now 2 for 12. At least wala na sila sa single-digit percentage.
And better discipline from CSB in terms of their execution. Looking for the open guy in Sanko.
Davis gives it to the big man. Obasa pounded. Back to Sean. Drives right. Mason doesn't take that 3. Gives it back to his co-captain, and nobody communicating about the shot clock. And if you can take a look at Coach Tab's face.
If looks could kill, that's Coach Tab right now.
That's the one. He's giving a
See the replay. Great skip pass by Robbie Naive. An open Mark Sanko. That's a Bola TV 3-point shot of the game.
Definitely. And that's a dead stare. Not even I'm petrified. Kasi medyo nakatingin sa atin eh. Basa right there. A bit sloppy to start for Ateneo. Brown pulls up for 3. There
Downtown Jared Brown.
Downtown Jared Brown. Okzon can also hit a few from that spot. Mark Sanko to Naive, and Kitevis, the defensive menace that he is, gets the steal and easy lefty layup.
Menaces, right? Nico, great read of the passing lane by Sean Kitevis. He knew where that ball was going to be passed to. Read that perfectly.
I was able to speak with Kitevis a few months back, and I mentioned his defense on JD Kagulangan back in the UAP Finals. He was the X factor for the Blue Eagles and why they were able to disrupt and throw off a talented point guard in JD. Brown, the step back. The hefty lefty is no good. Miggs gives it to Robbie. Short on that one.
Despite the miss right there, you like to see how that offense is flowing right now for CSB. Less dribbling and more passing.
Obasa, more of a facilitator right now, no, coach? Yeah, hindi niya hinahanap yung mga tira niya.
They're running a lot of scissors action of Joseph Obasa, especially here in the high post and in a nail.
Kitevis had to shoot that 3-pointer. Wala nang oras para sa Ateneo. Naive, this time, hoisting up his arrows and hitting his target.
It's just one of those, oh, that's a bad shot. Great shot, Robbie. I'm sure Coach Charles Chu was very happy with that shot.
Magre-react na sana because that was what?
Nakita ko na eh. Pa-react na siya tapos pumasok.
Great shot.
Great shot.
Kuhn at the top of the key. A three-pointer of his own is off to the left side with the smallest guy on the court getting the basketball. Mason getting fouled there by Will. And Will right now has more fouls than points.
So he is, if that's a foul, but it's on Paul Turco. Lucky break there for CSB. That would have been Will Gosum's third foul. And here we go. We're finally seeing the front line that carried CSB to the finals. Will Gosum and Miggy Corteza playing together.
Yeah, this is the NCAA Finals lineup that we usually see, Coach Mark. I agree. Mason just floating like a butterfly as he went up for that shot. Just how nimble he was. Don't let that size fool you.
Very deceptive. Mason Amos is very quick feet for a kid his size. And I say kid because he's what, 19 years old? He's still a kid.
Rookie.
It's going to be quite the weapon for Coach Tab.
Kuhn against, and it was an offensive foul called on Chris Kuhn, and he can't believe it. Coach Tab, I still can't read his face, but again, I'll look.
Replay. I don't know about that. I do not know about that. I don't see where that offensive foul was. I think that was a clean veer step by Chris Kuhn getting that space to finish.
That's what you call, Coach, the breaks of the game.
Yun na lang.
Yun na lang
Sabihin
talaga.
na lang natin na ganun.
Ganun na lang. And Will Gosum, despite the contact, making that shot. Could this be the shot to get him out of his funk?
Well, hopefully, if you're Coach Charles Chu and the rest of the CSB coaching staff, you see great pass by Mix Oxon to Will Gosum with a finesse finger roll despite the contact.
You know, Coach Mar, that's a tough 2 possessions for Chris Kuhn. I just realized siya na naman yung natawagan ng foul doon.
Oh, that's a quick 2 fouls for
Quick
Chris
2
Kuhn. We have
fouls,
to
yeah.
check how many fouls that he has. That's the second foul. And the CSB cheering squad is alive right now with this mini run by the Blazers.
Again, I want to commend the CSB cheering staff for playing the sounds of Ateneo as well.
Yeah.
That's Class A sportsmanship.
That threw me off a bit.
Nakaka-throw off a bit.
Oh,
Kasi kala namin nandito yung blue bubble eh. Wala naman pala. Anyway, we're back to the action. Obasa's now on the post, looking to score and almost getting the 10-1.
yeah, they're placing Miggy Corteza right now on Obasa because Will Gosum has 2 fouls. So you don't want Will picking up his third foul guarding Obasa down in the post. They're putting Will out on the perimeter against Mason Amos.
Might as well, because Will has the quickness to keep up with Mason.
And we all know Miggy Corteza is tough as nails in the post, despite the height advantage.
Miggy Corteza, well, he was from the De La Salle University
Yeah,
before.
he played, I think, a year for De La Salle University, then transferred to CSB.
The grass is greener in CSB, no?
Magkakulay lang naman yung green
Magkakulay
nila,
din.
diba?
Oh. Mas ano lang.
Tatawid lang naman.
Tatawid lang.
Tatawid ka lang.
11-point lead for the Ateneo Blue Eagles with 5 minutes and 15 remaining. Oxon telling Will where to go. Josh Kahukom is now in the ball game. Josh, a roadblock in front of him. The ball finds its way back to Josh. Sanko, desperation 3, wala ng oras. Again, this is what Ateneo has been doing great. Not giving the Blazers easy baskets.
It might look like you're passing the ball around well, but you're actually eating up a lot of shot clock. Before you know it, paubos na yung oras.
Next thing you know, ay 1 second na lang pala.
Oo.
Nagtataka ako, bakit tinira ni Sanko yun? Wala na palang oras. Here we go. A fast break opportunity with Will at the head of the spear. Oxon. No good. Kitevis calling a play once more for Ateneo. Jared. Kahukong. Parang man talaga ni Kahukong si Brown, no? Assignment mo yan for today.
May gigil.
Amos, the drop pass to Obasa and the dunk. And that's what we want from him, right? That's what we expect from a guy of his size and talent.
That's a great high-low look there from Mason Amos down to Joseph Obasa. It's easy to pass when you're 6'10".
Kahukom about to counter that too with a 3. Corteza, a runner. That is his specialty.
That's
He's
money.
been doing that.
Yeah. He learned that from his time in De La Salle. They taught all their players that simple push shot from the free throw line.
For most players, that's a bad shot. But for Corteza, that's what you
a
want
good
him
shot.
to take. And I think a foul on the white shirts.
See the replay here. High-low look from Mason Amos to Joseph Obasa. The Bola.TV assisted the game. Great look. And you're right, Nico. You want to see more of that from Joseph Obasa. He needs to know where he is on the floor and what he can do when he receives the ball in the paint.
That's what you call the textbook high-low plays,
Yeah.
right, Coach? There's nothing
Literally
fancy there. That's
nothing
textbook.
fancy. Just a really good pass.
Kasi Coach, I try to watch on YouTube. Yun lang naalala ko, high-low play. Dali. So, okay yun. High-low play. Yung sabi ko, hoy, textbook yan. Kasi yun yung pinakita doon sa yung animation, yung GIF.
May GIF ba?
Oo, yung GIF. Yung 4 to the 5. 11-point lead.
And you're looking at this lineup for CSB. They are small right now. They have Tain Davis playing at the 5. Tain is all of 6'3".
Tain Davis might be small in stature, but that width of a body
he's
is made
built
of
like
rocks.
a tank. Yeah.
Kahuko. Sean Tuano, first time? I think first time pumasok.
Sean Tuano, first time here in the ball game. Talking about Tain Davis, he hails from New Zealand, and where their first love is rugby. And I've seen it firsthand. That is a tough sport. It's not for everyone.
And you can see the body of Tain Davis. Pang rugby din, pwede na rin. He can be mistaken as a rugby player.
Well, he was.
Oh,
Back in high school, yeah.
Really? Some nuggets of information just find out during the course of the game. Joe is far away from the post. Nasa, malapit na ka sa corner.
It's actually good defense there by Tain Davis. I think he was waiting for a double coming off the baseline on a spin by Obasa, but the double team never came.
And we can see here Kai Balunga switching with Mason Amos. Mason only playing for 11 minutes. Yesterday he played for 18. Sean Tuano, the new recruit of the Ateneo Blue Eagles, heading into season 86. Gomez, the floater. Tuano's right there, getting hit. Overshooting that one. Mix. Bodies flying all over the floor. Charque. To Oxon. The drive by Josh. A clean block by Joe. They have 7 seconds here. Charque mishandling that basketball. And I think that's a double dribble.
Another shot obliterated by Joseph Obasa. And I say obliterated because all of his blocks have been very emphatic, like this one.
And that's a good block actually. Because if an Ateneo player was there, that's a good easy
Fast break.
possession. Yeah.
Fast break agad.
Fast break agad, di ba? Some guys would go for the emphatic blocking to the stands, but yung block niya is may pagka-strategic
In
din.
play lagi.
Yeah. Chu at the high post. Gives it to the Phil Italian guard. Fired this way to Balungay. No good. Overshooting it once more. Zenrik. Almost a turnover there. Oxon for 3. The ring just deciding not to swallow the basketball. And Oxon gets a tap from behind, giving his team another chance to score. Oxon with Chu on him. Barbecue chicken for Migs. Too much sauce on that chicken.
A couple of
And you
misses,
saw,
sad misses
Yeah.
from Mix Oxon.
alam mo na eh, ang ganda ng recognition. The
Oh.
moment na switch si Gio Chu sa kanya, he had to go to work.
Coach Tab not happy with Sean Tuano and letting him know about it with that last turnover. Coach Tab was telling him to get that outlet to his guards. And now CSB's in the penalty.
Gio Chu at the line for 2. Short on the first shot. And like, a memory of mine pagdating kay Gio Chu is when when he was with Gilas and they went up against Serbia,
Yeah.
and he
was matched
held
up with
his own.
Bobby.
Yeah, with Bobby.
Diba?
Sila ni...
Si Ange.
Yeah.
Ange. Diba?
Sila ni Ange nagro-rotate against the professional players of the Serbians. And just newfound respect for Gio on how he has come so far in his basketball.
He really has come a long way. He was definitely a project when he came into the Ateneo program, but he's developed into a solid center. Now he has an outside shot to complement his game.
He may not be the offensive player that some people want him to be, but when it comes to becoming a defensive presence for Ateneo, that is his job, and he's doing it incredibly well.
Right. Not only that, he's shown that he's a tough defender as well.
And a shot all the way from Italy, Gab Gomez.
Gab Gomez putting a little extra sauce on that three-point shot.
Naive. To Corteza. Alam mo nang pasok, hinihintay ko na lang na pumasok.
Kahit nakapikit si Miggy Corteza, I'm sure he can make that shot.
Yes. Steal by Naive. And the Blazers getting the stops they want. And when it looks like Ateneo is about to run away with this game, the Blazers just come back.
They have that good pressure going on, especially in the full court. But it hasn't been that consistent the whole game through. There have been moments now, the letdowns. You see the replay of Miggy Cortez's push shot. Like I said, even when he had this eyes closed, he can make that shot. And Naive with that steal off the pressure. As I was saying earlier, that pressure has not been consistent for CSB. It's there for spurts, and they get points out of it. But for some reason, they stop doing it. They tend to rest on defense, and that's where Ateneo hurts them with mini runs. It's not even big 10, 12, 15, 0 runs. It's been 6, 4, 6, 8 point runs for Ateneo, which has been the difference so far in the game.
Defense is 50% effort, coach.
90% effort.
90% effort.
90% effort, 10% technique.
Gomez. And that's Morales on him. Is that Morales?
Wow.
Wow, I think that's Halalon and Gomez.
What a shot by Gab Gomez.
Yung mga speechless moves of the game.
See the replay. Tough fadeaway over outstretched arms of Halalon.
See you guys for the fourth and final frame after a wild third quarter.
I have a chance to talk to the assistant coach, Coach Sandy of the Ateneo Blue Eagles, and he said that the players weren't actually agitated when the unnecessary physicalities happened. The only main concern that he had earlier was Jason Credo was starting to actually lose his focus. But earlier sa dugout, they did not talk about it because for the day, they just really want to execute well in the next half. Gentlemen?
Diego with the sounds of the game. On the court, both on the court and off the court. And ang ganda ng response ng Ateneo to those physicality. Sometimes they just don't talk about it anymore. What's the next play? What can we do to move on from that, right?
And again, it comes with the discipline that the Ateneo culture has, taught their players. And Jason Credo was one of the guys who essentially was just trying to defend his teammate who got hit by Michael Mara, stepping up for a teammate. Again, they call themselves the Blue Eagle brand of brothers, diba? So B-Bob. He stepped up for his brother who, got hurt unnecessarily. But again, you can't lose focus, and especially in a big game like this. And that's what Coach Sandy has been telling his boys. You have to see what the end goal is. It's not about what's happening here at the moment. You have to control your emotion. Don't let it get the best of you, because you're working for something bigger, and that something bigger is this W right now against CSB.
Definitely, this is a tough group that Ateneo is in. And just to explain to everybody, the teams here are playing the ones in their group. Single round robin tayo dito. And buti na lang that the lottery gods brought us Ateneo and CSB in one bracket.
Quality game right now.
Definitely.
Tomorrow then, the main event is, again, Ateneo, this time against Corsa Tires.
Coach, that is, if you think, now that you mentioned it, back to back.
Yeah, that's the challenge. But if you're looking at the lineup for Ateneo, they have a 25-man lineup, so they can rotate pieces when needed to keep some guys fresh. So I'm assuming this won't be the same lineup we're going to see tomorrow. The same way that we saw some guys who played yesterday who are not here today for Ateneo, and guys like Josh Nieto and Sean Tuano, who only debuted today.
A lot of glitz and glamour tomorrow with Ateneo against Corsa. Of course, Gerald Anderson right there. Jason Credo with Makoy Marcos on him. Tuano, ginagaya si Mickey Corteza.
Natuto kamatch up niya si Mickey Corteza. I like how Tuano's game is built. He's a big forward. He can defend the forward spots. Looks like he can shoot. It's the first time seeing him play.
And just one of the many 3-and-D wings that Ateneo wants to employ. But I think, ano ba siya dito? A guard? It's like a 3, right? It's mostly used at the 3. Credo's the 2.
It's a lengthy lineup for Ateneo right now.
Credo. Butas na butas.
Butas na butas. It's been a problem for CSB all tournament long. Despite this being early and see the replay, the Bola TV assist of the game. Great pass right there, down low from Will Gossum to Miggy Corteza. As I was saying earlier, this has been a problem for CSB, not only today, but yesterday against Corsa Tires. You see Jason Credo at the line. I've known Jason Credo for the longest time. When he first transferred from Marist School in Marikina to the Ateneo Juniors program, when he transferred in his second year of high school, he played under me for the Ateneo MMBL team.
Oh, really?
Him, RV Berjay, and a guy named SJ Belangel. They all transferred together. Maybe you've heard of SJ Belangel.
Oh,
we actually made the semis. I had a pretty young team. They're all 15-year-olds. We made the semis against a San Beda team led by a guy named Andre Caraco. And we lost by 2 points.
I felt like that was a game that went down to the wire, right, Coach? Yeah. Or hinabol yun? Or it's been like that? Dikitan talaga.
Yeah, I remember, Andre Caraco versus SJ. That matchup, SJ was all of 14 years old.
Pero nakakasabay na, how old was Andre during that time?
Senior years.
Senior years.
And I remember that coach, the LaSalle coach then, who was recruiting Andre Caraco, was there in the stands watching him. So it was a very good showcase for SJ. Shout out SJ if you're watching.
Yeah, I think SJ's here, right? I'm not sure. Nasa Pilipinas pa rin. Nasa Korea na. On your screen sa while ago, Hannah Lizaran. Supporting CSB for sure. Magugulat ako pag sinabi niya Ateneo bigla eh.
That's going to be a quiet car ride home.
Yes, definitely. Don't turn on the radio. Balugay has to let this go. Good thing Tuano was there. Marasigan, right up on the grill of Sean. Pulling back. Malakas yung pass to Jason.
Again, another look at Coach Tab.
The dead stare.
Another stare at Sean Tuano. Kumbaga, hindi natuwa si Coach Tab.
And just the growing pains for a rookie like Sean Tuano. And considering ang hirap ng sistema ni Coach Tab. There you go, Will Gossum. Spin move.
Yeah, quick move to the baseline from Will. Again, that's only Will's points number 5 and 6. 6 points pa lang si Will in this game.
Quiet game for Will Gossum after making 17 points last time against Corsa. Double-double pata si Will yesterday.
See the Bola.tv move of the game from Will. Nice reverse layup with the English finish. Right there, may pektus yung tira.
Gotta love the English from Will Gossum. Malugay. The drive, the hit. Finishing through contact is Kai.
One thing I've noticed about Kai this year, he's gotten a lot stronger, being able to take the bumps. A couple years ago, when he first played in the OAP, medyo nahihirapan pa siya sa depensa dito, especially UP, where it's more physical. As he will getting the 2 points. Stats.
Making up for that boo-boo. So Marasigan, I like how he can switch up to anybody.
Parang Sean Tuano. He can defend multiple positions. And one guy, see the replay here, Balungay taking the bump And finishing with a nice floater on the baseline. See Will almost missing that gimme, but staying with it, getting the putback. I was mentioning earlier, one guy I'm looking forward to seeing if he's lined up here. It's for Ateneo. It's Kyle Gamber.
Yeah,
Again,
Kyle Gamber.
much noise about him coming in for Ateneo.
And Kyle Gamber, what I like about him when I saw his highlights on YouTube, he talks a lot, especially on the court. I like that. I like that kind of spunk for a player, knowing that you have full confidence in your abilities as a hooper. No good there. Still 12.
It's been at this for the past quarter or so. Hindi mababa na CSB yung lamang.
Balungay against Gozo. Magandang matchup yan, but all net for Kai.
See the patience there from Kai Balungay, reading what Will Gozo was doing. When Will backed off, it was a simple jump shot for Kai.
Naive to Felipe. Felipe, was it a for three? It is a three-pointer by Felipe Marasigan.
Yan, Felipe Marasigan, that's one thing he can do. I talked to Coach Charles Chu when we were in Malaysia talking about Felipe Marasigan.
Look at that effort by Miggy Corteza, blocking the ball from behind. Tuano, once more. Short stab, no good. Gozum is running. Credo only there. Gozum. Kulang sa English yung bola.
Medyo off balance na si Will when he took that layup. Nagmamadali kasi.
Chu getting the seal, the fadeaway jump shot. And if you're CSB, you want Gio Chu to take those kind of...
Yeah, that's great
kind of
post
attempts,
defense
yeah.
by Miggy Corteza.
CSB, they're only down by 11. They have a chance to cut this down to single digits. But that is why Chu is on the court for those type of plays.
Chu denying Robbie Naidu of that layup.
Credo to a cutting Kai Balungay. Another block for Corteza. Spin move for Miggy. Benilde having the numbers. Felipe. No one there to contest from Ateneo. And you can see Coach Tab. What happened?
This is not Ateneo's game. This is up and down. You know, this space is not Ateneo's space. This is more of CSB's liking.
CSB has been playing to the offense or the brand of basketball for Ateneo. But so far, in the past 3 minutes, Ateneo's playing into the hands.
And as we say that, Ateneo does what the Ateneo does. They execute and get a good quality shot.
Or they're restored in some way.
And despite all that, the lead is still 11.
Makoy Marcos gives it to Miggy Corteza. Miggy, another one. And you can always count that when it's coming from a guy like him.
Miggy Corteza, just like BDO, he finds ways.
Hey, if BDO wants to sponsor, we have a lot of space here. Wala pa tayong back sponsor para sa Asiabasket, maybe in the next iteration. Marcos to Marasigan.
Ah, that's a good foul right there.
Yun ang foul na yan.
Yun ang foul, diba? You don't give up the easy layup. You don't give up the end one. You make him earn it from the line. You see the replay right there of that turnover. Credo, no choice but to foul, but he fouled. It's a good, clean foul, just preventing a layup.
You know, Coach, when I saw you after that play, yung ngiti mo, iba eh. Parang nag-light up yung mukha mo after that foul.
Hindi dahil bata ako si Jason Credo, pero, you know, di ba we were talking about earlier in the first game we covered, there was a lot of fouls like that, very soft fouls that give up end ones. You make them earn it from the line. You see our founder, Jai Reyes,
I like to say visionary.
intently watching the games.
He's enjoying this one for sure, Coach.
It's quite the game. Now the lead is down to 7. This is the lowest the lead has been in a while.
Yes, it's been double digits. It's been trending that way, right? That's why Josh Nieto is back here, along with Josh Lazaro. A mix of offense and defense. Also Jared Brown. While for CSB, it's Gozum, Turco, Sanko, Oxon, and Marasigan, but Balungay.
Kai Balungay restoring order to
Balungay
the
said
chaos.
no. Oxon. Has Obasa switch on him. He likes this matchup. Oxon. Good job by Obasa staying on the guard. Three-pointer, no good. Jared. Malik, it's the Blazers. Felipe pulls up for 3, no hesitation. And nagsabitan ata si, I think it's a foul on Jared. Dami. Ano bang gagawin ni Brown kay, ano, di ba, kay Paul Turco, who has, what, 5-6 inches of height on him.
Yan.
Doing his best.
Nagkakapitan talaga eh. I mean, naisahan si Jared Brown doon, di Paul Turco.
Still a lot of time, right, Coach? 4 minutes and 8 seconds.
It's only 10-point lead, but CSB has to execute better and not waste any possessions. Just like that.
And this time, Mark Sanko, quiet game so far, but he now has 9 points with 2 rebounds after that spin move. Good set by Joe. Momentarily frees Jared. Josh. To Lazaro. The Josh connection. Hounded. Obasa, 3 seconds to go. No choice for Jared but to pull up. Obasa's right there. And an N1 for Joseph Obasa.
That is just deflating if you're the CSB Blazers. See on the replay. Obasa not giving up on the play. Nobody blocking him out. No, it was a scramble situation, but nearest guy has to block out. Doesn't matter who it is, big or small, you have to block out.
It's a timeout on the floor for the CSB Blazers trying to stop this Ateneo run.
Bola TV is recruiting. We are offering an open contract where you can get a split revenue offer of 92-to-8 ratio from the virtual gift feature. Bola TV is also looking for e-games and live streaming professionals to join and expand our community. The live streamers with the most fans on social media can apply as our official live streamers. We will contact you to screen your skills. See you here at Bola TV.
You guys are watching the Asiabasket Piñas Championship 2023 presented by Bola.tv. Nico Rocha here with Coach Mark Dandan to my left. And Coach, this is how I imagine the fourth quarter to be, with no team pulling away, just kind of trending.
It is, pero, you know, CSB is kind of just treading water right now. They're not, they brought it down to 7. But Ateneo has had the answer every time they made this mini run. Their defense has been lacking the whole game through. They've already allowed 80 points to Ateneo. They need to chain together multiple stops on defense and get out on the break and get easy layups or open looks.
A lot of people watching here inside the Villar Coliseum. Kala ko, Coach, na dito lang yung crowd. Even
meron pa tayo sa likod.
natin.
Punong-puno. Heavyweight battle.
Heavyweight battle indeed.
Oh. Cream of the crop from both NCAA and the UAAP.
Saturday evening pa.
Saturday evening pa.
And I hope walang traffic pa uwi para sa atin.
Yun ang pinaka-importante.
And iba kasing Friday night games compared to Saturday. Mas, of course, less cars. I would assume.
Well, we hope so.
But Obasa with a 3-point play, completing it. 9 points and 10 rebounds. The disruption.
That's a great read from Coach Tab. CSB was not expecting that half-court trap from Ateneo. Great deployment from Coach Tab.
Here we go. 3 minutes and 17 remaining. Still a lot of time. But CSB now has to rely on their defense and getting those key stops. Joe. It looks like he's trapped in an island, right? It's like not much room for him to move, but definitely can move there.
He is, but you know, Ateneo, in my experience, a guy in the post is usually a decision maker. The same way when they use him up high, you know, you see a lot of off-ball movement from Ateneo. He's not really looking to score from the post. He's looking for cutters from the weak side, namely Kai Balungay.
Balungay is at the line for 2 freebies.
You know, if you've noticed, Nico, Ateneo has really spammed just 2 plays today. It's their early scissors cut with Obasa or any other big in the middle, or that staggered play which ends up in the post for either Obasa, Balungay, or Amos. They've been really working those 2 plays the whole game long.
Definitely a lot of actions for the offensive sets of Ateneo. It's back to 13 here inside the Villar Coliseum. Oxon getting the ball swiped.
clean strip by Josh Nieto of Miguel Oxon.
Look at that blitz by the white shirts.
And this is where you'll see the discipline of Ateneo with the lead. Time winding down.
Brown signaling his teammates where to go. Utilizing the Balungay screen. Back to Josh. And no other choice but to put up the three-pointer. Kai Balungay, the cleanup job.
Another missed blockout. That's twice now, forcing a timeout from CSB. That is killing CSB's momentum.
Checking here the game day for tomorrow, everybody. July 23, 2023. The Tron Knights open their festivities against the Pilipinas Aguilas with pagkatapos ng Eurotech Sleep Specialist up against Perpetual Altas, who came from behind against Corsa a while ago.
Oh, great game.
A game that is worth replaying later if you guys want to check it out. FEU Tamaraos getting win number 1 a while ago, but this time they're up against the San Beda Red Lions Macho team, 0-2, starving for that first win. While the Corsa Tires, who, well, they blew their tires a while ago against
Naubusan ng hangin.
Naubusan ng hangin against the Perpetual Altas. They get to test their quality of play against the Ateneo Blue Eagles, who are playing in 3 straight, who have been playing for 3 straight days already.
Well,
Same for Corsa, right?
Same for Corsa.
Same for Corsa,
That's
yeah.
going to be their 3rd straight game. So we'll see how much their stamina will last. With Ateneo, again, like I said earlier, they have a 25-man lineup, so they can rotate pieces. But Corsa, you do have a few reserves, but we'll see what kind of lineup they show tomorrow.
Again, for everybody watching at home, this is Nico Rocha with Coach Mark Dandan, and our courtside reporters Sabina San Diego bring us incredible stories, not only from what we hear on the court, also off the court, yung mga naririnig natin na pag nasa sila locker room.
Oo.
When inaabangan nyo rin sa labas, to get what you guys talk about, what can you share with me? So really blessed to have her here with us. Oxon, this is crucial. Off to the left, Corteza, the second chance. He had to duck after making that shot.
Post shot pa rin yung tinira niya, Nico. It's still his shot.
Very Miggy Corteza-like. The growth of Lazaro's game, Coach Mark, from just being a defensive player, now nagpapaba ng bola, and all the years with Ateneo.
It speaks to how good the Ateneo coaches are as teachers. It's an offensive foul on Jared Brown. Inadvertent elbow.
Not sure kung may dugo ba yung mukha ni Migs.
We'll see.
Medyo
Medyo natatakpan.
Parang wala. Medyo pula lang pala. Pula lang naman yung
Tisoy.
ilong.
Tisoy.
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 Oo nga pala.
Di naman sadya, I'd like to
Hindi.
think.
I mean, it's the spin
It's a
move.
swing.
Oh,
See?
ayun.
Oh, yeah.
Yung natural motion of the
Yeah.
body, if you want. Yeah.
Malapit lang talaga. Pag ikot ni Brown, Migs was right there pressuring the ball. So it wasn't anything dirty. Well, from my perspective,
Yeah.
anyway.
He's good. And si Oxon naipit sa likod ni Obasa. Obasa was right there. Not much room for Migs.
Na sandwich.
Na sandwich talaga.
See Jared Brown apologizing to Mix Oxon. Great sportsmanship between the two. Just an offensive foul.
It's all good. I mean, there's no intent
That's
to harm.
actually Jared Brown's 4th foul now.
Oh,
Downtown Jared Brown. In foul trouble.
Coach, I felt like this game just breezed by, right? Were there a lot of timeouts being called? I think parang 1 to 2 lang per quarter.
Yung second quarter, daming foul.
Madami, yeah. So
Yun-
medyo
yun lang.
tumagal doon.
Oo.
But the rest, the second half,
It's a good flow to the game.
13-point lead for the Blue Eagles. Oxon and Cruz still not out. Naive for 3. Hits the back rim, and Obasa skying over everybody. Kai. Baller na baller. Brown. Balungay once more. Is that the post? Had to kick it out. Jared. No good on that runner. Is that an ankle injury?
Looks like a sprain for Will.
Oo. Parang na-sprain na ata si Will. Let's see if he can walk it off. He was able to stand up on his own. Yan yung mga kailangan mo ipagpag, no, Coach Mark?
Sana pwedeng ipagpag, but from the way he was grimacing, looks like yung mga mamamaga agad.
It's a tough break for Will. He just played.
Let's hear the replay.
Tingnan
Right?
natin,
This right foot lands on Miggy Cortez's. I think that was Miggy Cortez's foot.
Yeah. It's a tough
Tough
fall.
break for Will.
Yeah.
Kakabalik lang niya dun sa hand injury niya, di ba?
Kakabalik niya sa hand injury niya. He played for the first time with CSB after months of speculation. And then biglang ganito. Hopefully he's good for the next one. May pahinga naman sila eh, coach.
Oh, and another sprain.
This time it's Jared.
It's Jared Brown. This time a left foot. He was grabbing his left foot.
But Jared here is walking on his own accord. The stinger from that one though.
It's not fun, those ankle sprains.
Do you get those a lot,
Ay.
Coach Mark? Back in the day. Yes.
Yes. Always on my right foot.
Right foot yung biktima pagdating sa'yo. Anyway, last 50 seconds of the fourth quarter. Lazaro. And I think natamaan ata sa mukha dito si Flores. Chris Flores. No good on that three. Flores to the ground.
A lot of
Morales on the ground.
bodies on the floor.
Oh, good thing nakabalik rin sila agad.
Oh, and tumayo agad. There's just a lot of inadvertent contact. Nothing too dirty. I think I see the replay. On the handoff. Yeah, clash of heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, accidental clash of heads. So, parang sa boxing lang, di ba? Pag nagbabanggaan talaga minsan, it's a contact sport. That right there is contact.
Yeah, definitely. And buti usually kasi pag sa ulo, if sa eyelid, di ba? Yun yung pumuputok eh.
Putok yung...
That's a tricky part.
Kasi manipis yung balat sa eyelid. That's why, what we call the boxer's cut. Nangyayari talaga yan. I mean, nangyari na yun sa akin.
Just playing basketball.
Yeah, basketball. Tatama ka talaga eh. It's not fun.
And then just feel like...
I still have a scar because of it.
Really?
Yeah. But it's not fun. Mahapdi.
Guwapo pa rin para coach. Still dashing, as always. Anyway, 85-72. The Blazers still have a chance to cut this down to single digits. Ayun na nga, Mix Oxon make it a more respectable score before the final buzzer. Nieto, tap from behind by Zenrik Jarque. Secured by the Blue Eagles. 13 on the shot clock. Itemi says, let's wait. No need to rush. Nieto goes to the left, gives it back to his co-captain. His captain, rather. Itemis, aggressive drive. Not good, even if it went in. That's the final seconds here of a battle between a UAP and NCAA. A memorable one for sure. And hopefully we get to see these two teams. And Mix Oxon with a three-pointer. Cutting the lead to 7. But the final score at the end of this ball game, 85 for the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Clawing their way against the CSB Blazers with 78. Coach Mark, man, what an incredible game that we just witnessed. But what did Ateneo do incredibly well here that stuck with you?
Well, in one word, it's the discipline of Ateneo. Despite, CSB is trying to make a game out of it with the pressure, with their defense. Ateneo stuck with their system. They remained disciplined. Lesser teams would have wilted in the pressure that CSB faced. But, Ateneo is a different breed of basketball team. And it's again, kudos to the whole coaching staff led by Coach Tab. It's the culture they've built. You can see the highlights of the game. Kai Balunga, the top scorer for Ateneo with 19 points and 8 rebounds. Amply supported by Joseph Obasa, who had 9 points and 12 rebounds. Almost a double-double for Joseph Obasa. With just enough doses of Kai Balunga throughout the game.
Let me now turn you over to Sabrina Sanjego with our best player of the game. Sabrina, it's your floor now.
Kai, congratulations again for being the best player of the game. So what strategies did you implement that lead your team to have a victory today?
Really, I think it just came down to composure on both ends of the floor. Yesterday, I think we lacked that. So coming in this game, I think it was a point of emphasis that we wanted to focus on.
All right, so now how do you plan to maintain this level of performance moving forward?
Just consistency in our offense. We faced a tough defense tonight against CSB, and we just want to keep our heads. Maintain a level head. Whatever we're doing in our execution, and just carry that on into the next game.
Anyone you would like to greet?
Shout out to my wife back home, miss her. Can't wait to see her in a month. So, yeah.
Congratulations once again. Now back to you, gentlemen.
Thanks for that, Sab. And tama, yung the word that stuck with me, composure.
Yeah, it was, again, I like to reiterate the quote that I heard from Coach Tony Bennett. With discipline comes freedom. Ateneo, a team built on discipline, and you see the freedom in their game, creating for each other, reading off their plays. And it really helps that you have a stud like Josh Neto on your team as well.
Definitely. Mga bubunutin mo lang sa bench. Ito, instant
Quality.
9, 10, 11 points.
Quality yung bunot mo from the bench.
And would you say na doon nag-start yung run nila when guys like him started making their three? It was the three-point barrage,
Diba,
right?
yun naman talaga yung trademark ng Ateneo. It's not one guy. Diba? It's not one guy. Sure, Kai Balungay had 19 points to lead them. But you see Gab Gomez with 8 points, Josh Nieto 8 points, Sean Kitevis 7 points, Joseph Obasa 9 points. So, it's not really just one guy.
And with that, even Benil.
Thank you so much. There you have it. Congratulations to the Ateneo Blue Eagles for winning the final game of the day. Match ended with an official score of 85-78. Grabe! Sobrang init ng laban kahit malamig dito sa Villar Coliseum. Fans are wild. Everyone was screaming. They were so loud as in, pero ang saya. Well, I guess that's a wrap for today. Congratulations again to the Ateneo. Makita-kita ulit tayo dito sa Bola.tv para sa upcoming matches for the 2023 Las Piñas Championship dito sa Asiabasket. Of course, don't forget to download the Bola TV app. This is VJ Twinks, and I'll see you guys on my next game.